Nothing warms your soul as much as a piping hot bowl of laksa. And today I'm going to show you how to make an incredibly easy version because I'm making this chicken laksa in a slow cooker. So there's only like 5 or 10 minutes of actual prep or exertion you have to have in the kitchen and then 6 hours in the slow cooker. So first thing, we're going to be using some laksa paste. Make sure you get a really good laksa paste. But we're just going to start off by frying some onions in the laksa paste in a pan and then just dump everything straight into the slow cooker. So with your spring onions, just get rid of those roots. And then we're going to use everything up to the dark green. We can use the rest for garnish, but over here, just slice those. And that is all the chopping you're going to have to do for the whole recipe. So now we're just going to fry those up with the laksa paste. Pan on medium-high heat, just a little bit of vegetable oil in the pan to get it kick-started. And then those spring onions. Now once those have cooked for a minute or so, I'm going to go in with a whole jar of laksa paste. So make sure you're getting a really good laksa paste because your laksa will only be as good as your paste. You could make your own, but this is a quick, easy meal. So whole jar in here. And now we're going to cook this for about 2 to 3 minutes until the oil from the paste kind of splits out, and that way you know it's cooked out and we'll get maximum flavor in the slow cooker. Okay, so that's exactly what you want there. You can see the oil started to split outside of the paste. And so laksa paste already has all the beautiful building blocks of the laksa soup. So we've got lemongrass, it's got ginger, it's got chili, it's got some shrimp paste. So there's heaps of flavor in there ready. So we don't actually need to add too much more to that to get lots of flavor. But I am gonna punch it up with a little bit more fish sauce. Then some extra red chili just for a little bit more fire. I'm using some palm sugar here, or you could just use some brown sugar. And then we're going in with a whole can of coconut milk and some chicken stock. And then I've just got some chicken thigh, which we're gonna nestle in there. And the thing that gives us real punch is some beautiful Thai basil. And just by adding a few of these sprigs to the laksa, you're gonna get incredible fragrance. And now it's as simple as closing the lid, turning it on to low and letting that cook for about 6 hours, and you'll see the room will be filled with the laksa smell and we'll be able to shred that chicken really easily. So 6 hours have passed and you've had to do absolutely nothing and our laksa is ready. So all we need to do is retrieve those chicken pieces and you'll see they're so delicate. I've just got some egg noodles here which you can buy already cooked. And so all we're doing is kind of heating them up in this laksa. And so the residual heat will be enough for those noodles. And then while you wait, you can just shred this chicken with 2 forks and you can see how easily that comes apart. So once you've shredded all that chicken, it can go straight in to the laksa. So we're ready to dish up. I am just gonna add a little bit of lime juice to that laksa. It's incredibly hot and just a bit of lime gives you some reprieve from that, but also kind of gives a beautiful sourness. So we've got our noodles, we've got our chicken, we've got our broth. I'm gonna serve it with some tofu puffs, some bean sprouts, and then some extra chili and those green parts of the spring onion, which we reserved. Grab your bowl, get some of those noodles in there. Decent amount of the shredded chicken, which now incredibly soft. And then I warmed up some of those tofu puffs in there as well. Some bean sprouts, you have to have if you're having a laksa. A bit of spring onion, some extra chilies if you want even more heat, and finally a few more of these Thai basil leaves scattered on top for extra fragrance. So this is a 2-utensil job, slurping and gathering. That is a really, really good laksa. Incredibly fragrant, got a good amount of heat in there. And the chicken is beautiful and tender, so soft. I've got everything I want there in a bowl of laksa, and it was so easy because I did it in the slow cooker. So if you'd like this awesome recipe, head to delicious.com.au.